All right, my lovelies. It is still Thursday, June 27, 2019. This is my post-market wrap-up. Just lovely. Let's start off with the basics, and I have a couple of things I want to share with you, which you're probably going to find shocking, but they're true. And if you don't believe that they are true, I'm going to urge you to let your own fingers do the walking. You know, Google it. All right. Let's start off with these markets. Basically a flat day. In and out of a range. Stocks didn't do anything across the board. As a matter of fact, the closing bell literally just went off. Let's see where the markets closed. Flat. I mean, we're talking like the Dow fractionally lower, S&P fractionally higher, NASDAQ fractionally higher, nothing major. Did you happen to see the action in the bond market today? People, just as I've been explaining to you again since time immemorial, the longer end of the curve continues to drop. 30-year fell again. The U.S. 10-year yield was below 2. This is incredible. I mean, let's think about this, right? Right now, again, let your fingers do the walking. The government numbers with regard to inflation is 1.9%. Obviously, we know it's exponentially higher, but a 10-year Treasury is yielding about the same. Are you kidding me? And the 30 years about 2.5. I mean, you can't make it up. This is Twilight Zone, but again, we got to all pretend. We got to pretend it's real. Okay, let's get back to reality here. How many of you have been hearing all this news about bank stress tests? Stress tests, banks are all strong. Oh yeah, they can withstand just about anything. I'm here to tell you that that's total bullshit. Yeah, you heard those two words come out of my mouth. And I'm going to prove it to you here. And again, don't believe me. Let your own fingers do the walking. Let's take J.P. Morgan Chase, the largest bank on the planet by assets. All right. Here in the United States alone, J.P. Morgan Chase has over 5,000 branches. Okay, all well and good. Just here in the United States alone. Now, I'm here to tell you that let's use J.P. Morgan Chase as an example, the largest bank on the planet by assets. If there were a run on the bank, like for example, if everyone at the same time said, we're going to go take our cash out of J.P. Morgan Chase, all the branches here in the let's just say in the United States alone. Forget about worldwide. But if this were to happen, if there were a run on J.P. Morgan Chase, do you know how long it would take that bank to go bankrupt? Less than 6 hours. Less than 6 hours. Before that would happen, though, what would they do? They would shut the doors and lock you out and give you zero access to your cash. You realize that, right? People have no idea. Not even, like I'm telling you, a fraction of an understanding of how the monetary system works, how these banks work, what a fractional reserve system is. Your cash isn't even in these banks. You know that, right? You go deposit $1,000 into J.P. Morgan Chase. 10% of that cash, of your cash, is kept in your account, although it looks like the whole amount is in there. The rest of it they lend out. They lend out 90% of it. These banks, all of them, are absolutely insolvent, and the stress tests are a joke. They are not. When you hear, okay, you're going to hear a lot about this over the next day or two, about bank stress tests. Okay, they're not even factoring in the derivatives associated with the face value of what they're trying to sell you. You understand? This system is so twisted, it is so out there, that if people understood it, there would be a bank run right now. You'd be running to your bank to take the cash out. So just to push this point home, literally, these banks, all of them, are insolvent. And using J.P. Morgan Chase, the largest bank on the planet by assets, would not last 6 hours, not even 6 hours, if there were a run on the bank. Wouldn't happen. They would go belly up that fast. So when you hear whoever's going to tell you how banks pass those stress tests, laugh. Pick up the phone, dial whatever network it is, and just don't say anything. Just laugh. Just laugh your freaking ass off. Because it's just totally not true. You understand? Let's talk about the other thing that people don't know. Maybe you know. I would love to hear from you. How many of you know what I'm about to tell you? If you work for a major corporation, well, if you work for any of the major corporations, that corporation has a life insurance policy on you. So if you check out, they collect. Did you know that? Not just the major corporations, but most larger businesses, even some smaller ones, take out life insurance policies on their employees. So they have a benefit in seeing you die. I bet you didn't know that either. You see, you come here to this lovely channel, and you get to find out all kinds of things that you're not supposed to know. No, you're not supposed to know any of this stuff, because if you did, you'd maybe gain some enlightenment. And you're not allowed to be enlightened. That's a bad word. You know that, right? You'll be bashed down if you even mention that. No. You're supposed to be dumbed down and walk like a zombie through life. If you follow this blog, that's not happening to you. All right, anyway, I hope you found this interesting. And again, don't take my word for anything I'm saying. No. Never do that. Just Google it. All right, with that said, if you found this interesting, enlightening, or maybe you never heard any of this before, please share this video. Get it out there. Start talking about it. Because again, as a matter of fact, you know what? No. Don't share it. Let's keep it between you and I. Yeah. Shh. We can't let them know. The zombies. No. Love you a lot. See you in the morning.